All right, so what's going on, guys? Hope you guys having a great weekend. Now, I'm gonna do something. As you can see in the title. So we're gonna do. If you remember the old TWA wrestling game, well, it was also called TWF. I've seen that on the ring as well, and I know they made two versions of it. I have the TWA version on my Nintendo Switch. So what I did was this. Pro wrestling, as you know, Starman, the Giant Panther, the Amazon, Fighter Hayabusa, King Slender, the Great Puma, right, and King Corn Khan. So they only had a total of 7 wrestlers altogether. 6. You actually could fight against Great Puma, but you couldn't use them. So you guys know I made all of them, right? And so what I did, I finished everything up. Now, certain moves I altered because, like, it gets a little played out, man. You know what I mean? It's like back in the day, you could pin someone with a Polish hammer, like you know what I mean. Certain moves that people use as a part of their arsenal now. So, like, for example, you had the Amazon with the neck bite. Well, you had the forehead bite, actually. Okay, now, if you also remember, TWA Wrestling came out, I think, like a year after. And they had a... Who did they have? They had Golden Hulk. He was like the top guy on there. They had the Piranha. They had, who else? They had Kung Fu Fighter. Who else did they have? I know they had one less. And well, you know what? Let's go through it because I have them right here. Okay, so Karate Fighter. So I recreated these guys, and of course they look way better now than what they did. They had Coco Savage, and they had the Insane Warrior. That's who it was. Okay. Now, the guy that you used, I didn't create him. He looks like Leaping Lanny Poffo to me. It was nothing special about him. You just used him. But, his character was just, so I'm not going to make a character just call him Player 1, because that, he didn't have a name. So this is what we're going to do. So we're going to match up pro wrestling guys versus VWF. So I said TWA. So I said what I'll do is I'll give them some justice. I'll do some justice. Meaning, when you only have 7 players on a game and 6 players on a game, that's all. That's what it was back then. Okay, you couldn't change anything about it, and you won. And after you won, I know on pro wrestling, you won. You defended the title, so you fought everybody twice. So you had a total of 10 matches now. And of course, you had Tecmo Wrestling, Saturday Night Slam matches, and stuff like that. So I'm not going to recreate all those guys. I started to do Dr. Gildo, but the thing about Tecmo Wrestling is their characters all just have the same look. Just with the mask and stuff like that, different color. But there's nothing that really stands out about their characters. As far as anything else, I'm just going to stick with these two fashions. Now, so you combine them, and then I say, well, I'm going to put them on the game, and what's going to happen is I'm going to give these guys some light. So this is what we're going to do first. We're going to put Karate Fighter. Now, this is a TWA guy. So we're going to put him. Remember, he had the red hair. He had the black shorts, like with the white trim around the edge of the pants, and so yeah. And then of course, you couldn't change outfits doing any of that stuff, and we can now. So I'm definitely going to. Okay, so I'm going to match him up against a pro wrestling guy. And because they're one short, I'm going to have to use one of my guys to fill in or somebody else to fill in for them. So I'll probably use my guy that I created. He's not from any federation. Okay, and come on. Okay. I think they're up here in the middle. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go Karate Fighter versus. How about Insane? No. You know what? Yeah, let's do Karate Fighter. Where's Insane? No, Insane Warrior is one of their guys. King Kwan Karn. He's a. Okay. Now we're going to put it on neutral grounds. I've created both of their rings for their. Let me see. Okay, so we'll just use the neutral. We'll go to the Japanese shrine. We'll do that. Or maybe not. You know what? Hell, let's use one of their rings. So, this is the the TWA arena. And this is the, okay, so since we've had, okay, so we've never had a match here. So we'll just use this arena. And it's funny because the color schemes and everything are like spot on, man. And of course, everything looks so much better now. All right. We're going to keep score and see who wins.
What an exciting match this is going to be.
TWA versus their VWF. Pro Wrestling has the VWF logo in the middle of their ring. So, let's keep score here. I got all the color schemes right and everything. Now, from the wrestlers to the arena. Now, of course, we have things that they didn't have in that game that I added in. But the only thing that they had different was the turnbuckles. They were the long, all-white turnbuckles. Now, I started playing the Road to the Elite yesterday for the first time on the Switch. So, there's a lot of stuff. You know, you get money for exhibition matches and doing different things. So I was able to get a lot of things. So I'll have to buy the long white turnbuckles. That's all fine. Give me something else to do in the game. But yeah, other than that, everything is spot on, man. With the colors, the grayish like fence, the bluish light grayish like matte, like And the funny thing is, to me, I don't know if I was the only one. I couldn't be the only person. But the way the game looked back in the day, and I guess depending on what TV you played it on, it's like you would watch and go, is this orange or is it peach or pink? Like, the certain colors just didn't pop, and it would like saturate it. They had that saturated look, so you didn't know exactly what color, but yeah. So, okay, King Kwan Karn versus Karate Fighter. King is looking like he's ready to, like the old school, rake the back. He did that Mongolian chop. And one thing about the Piranha and about the Amazon, they both had their finishing move, or they I know the Amazon, that was his finishing. He bit you on the forehead a lot. They both bit, and put it like that. So I didn't want to make that their finishing move. I made it like their signature or something like that, and then it sets up. And you know, it is what it is. That's what they had, so I gave it to them. Otherwise, I prefer to give them a different signature move than biting someone. But you know, it is what it is. The giant panther with the claw. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'll change it. Maybe I'll leave them. You know, but it is what it is. Like I said, it's games we're just having fun with, and so we got Pro Wrestling VWF versus TWA. So yeah, I had to give them some justice and put them on a proper game, man, where like you have more than just 6 or 7 people. That's one for Pro Wrestling. That's one for Pro Wrestling. All right. Let's see who we're going to get to next. Okay, so we're going to go Fighter Hayabusa of Pro Wrestling VWF versus the Insane Warrior. And this is so dope to be able to do this. Alright. TWA, Insane Warrior.
An exciting match.
It's 1-0 VWF Pro Wrestling. Insane Warrior want to try to even this one up. Friday Hayabusa is no joke though. And I wanted to do something different with this one. As you guys know, I have this game on both the Series X and the Switch. This is the Switch, of course. And on the Xbox version of this game, I pretty much have wrestlers from like everywhere. Past, present, you know, past and present. So, ouch. Now, on this game, he said, nah, you're not getting me with that twice. So on this game, what I wanted to do differently too was I wanted to have wrestlers past and present, but I also wanted to do like what I'm doing now. Take wrestlers from different video games. And I didn't talk about it earlier because I wanted to do it and like he is killing him with that double hand chop. And yeah, just have some fun with it, man. So the fact that I was able to recreate these guys and make them look way better, recreate the arena, make it look way better, and like give them an arsenal of moves. Remember back then, this was out on the Nintendo, so you had your A and your B button, so it's direction up, down, left, right, with the A or the B button to perform your moves. So you didn't have but so many, and nice. And it's just funny to sit here and watch this now, like, wow. And I always wondered, like, a long time ago, though, I remember thinking, like, what would these wrestlers look like now if they recreated them? Like, so, I don't know, but I did it, so that's what matters. And I had a lot of fun doing it. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to do Tecmo Wrestling. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not. That just looks so disrespectful when he take both his hands and slap him in his chest like that. Like, like I'm daring you to hit me back. And I want to point something out too. Actually, I have to check in a little while to go see what's going on with Retromania, man, because they have a new match type. So at 2:00, that's what they're gonna be speaking about it and showing it, so we get to see what it is. I'm gonna check it out and see what's going on. Now, I think I'll save what I'm gonna say for another video. Yeah, let me just stick to this right here. Yeah, let me stick to this right here. But yeah, Retromania, I want to check that out and see what they have going on there. But in the meantime, wow, he's giving it to him, man. Hayabusa has the momentum, but wow. Okay, Insane Warriors breaking him down slowly but surely. And I gave them that same like craziness or like whatever they had, their demeanor was. The only thing that I really changed, well, as far as the Giant Panther goes, his claw. It's there. I don't know, actually, because I know they do the shoulder claw. But it was fine. I wanted to do something different with him. And also, King Slender, I believe, had the figure 4 leg lock. King Slender was, wow. Hayabusa. There you go. That brain kick, man, that's a wrap. He's not completely in the danger zone, though. But he's not getting up. Wow, that's 2 for pro wrestling. And I'm matching them up according to like this cadence and like, so yeah, all right. Yeah, the changes that I made to these guys were, I feel like necessary changes, just like little slight tweaks in like, because they have way more moves on here now than they had on there, so I didn't have a problem with doing that. But like the bite, for example, or the claw, I would rather make that a move than the finishing move. But yeah. Now, what I was going to say was King Slender, if you remember, he looked like Ric Flair, but he was a big guy. And so, people mistake him really in terms of like his ability with Golden Hulk, which is more like like Golden Hulk was like more of a Hulk Hogan character, and King Slender was a Ric Flair character. But I didn't give him the I don't think I gave him the figure 4, so I might have to go change that. But it's no big deal. All right, so Let's get it, and let's just see. Alright, so let's see. The next guy will be, oh yeah, y'all gotta see what I did. Okay. In the meantime, okay, so the Piranha, like his outfit was blue and red, had the mask on. I really didn't like to stick to it the way they had it on the game and to do it here. I did it, then I said, nah, you know what? I want to give him a better look than this. And he came out way better. And that's what it's about, man. You know, if they recreated these guys, of course, they'd make them look way better than they did on the 8-bit game. Okay, so the Piranha is going to go against the Amazon. This is going to be a crazy one right here. Yeah, this will be a crazy one. You remember the Amazon was green and he had those big fish lips? And they actually had him on the game as half man, half Piranha, but you know, we're not taking that route. So this is going to be crazy. At least I think it should be. So we have the guy with the green body paint, the purple dyed hair. There's no half man, half fish here. And he has that wild, aggressive style as well. But I put moves in there, you know, of course. I don't want to create someone that I don't want to use. Ouch. Nice. You see, this and give them some personality. You know, they don't have that in those old games. They wasn't designed that way. So give them something that stands out. Nice. VWF, Pro Wrestling versus TWA in 2024. I don't know if you guys knew that they had a Saturday Night Slam Masters 2. And you know, I liked the first one, but it didn't feel like a wrestling game at all. It really was just a fighting game that took place in a wrestling ring. The second one, they went more superhero type stuff. And the rings, like they had rings that like actually had real chain for ropes, or like vines out in the jungle for ropes, and like a wood ring floor, like, you know, so they were fighting in rings, but it was just a straight up fighting game within a wrestling ring. So yeah, that as a franchise, because of the direction they took, I guess it just didn't do what it could have. If they would have focused on just making a straight up wrestling game, but you can't have a 2D wrestling game. You have to be able to go all around the ring. I mean, the least you can do was what AEW did with, you know, you can go up to the corner, to the top ropes on the corners, away from the screen, facing the top of the screen, as opposed to closer to the bottom. And it's like, when you have those type of limitations, you have to put more things in there that will make up for it, which it didn't really do that. So yeah, and back to, like, you know, point that I was saying is, like, when you have 6 characters on the game, 7 characters on the game, that's no justice at all. Now, for the time when it came out, it's like, okay. And even then, we wish they had more. Because it was like, all right, it is what it is, but, like, really? You know, we could have had more people. So, being that TWA wasn't on a console, at least not back then, I had pro wrestling, but the corner store had TWA wrestling for it. So, you know, we used to go back and forth. And it's funny because we know we never really compared. You know, we never really compared. Then, you know, you have somebody out of the group that is say like, well, who you think is the tougher champion? You know, this one or that one. And it's like, how good are you at the games, right? That's what it really comes down to. And for me, I don't know. We just had fun playing both. I never really compared them and any of that. You just did what you did, man, you know? And you had fun. So now here we have the Amazon versus the Piranha. And both of them have momentum, but I don't know. Amazon has it now. There goes the bite. Like, I'm going to do it to you. I'm going to do it to you first. I'm happy about it. He pointed at him afterwards. You see how he pointed at him? Like, you see what I just did to you? Oh, the rope saved him. If it wasn't for the ropes, he might have tapped. He's in danger. He would have tapped. Wow, y'all. It looked like it's about to be 3-0. Now, he just has to get him away from the ropes. See, this is where the computer AI is kind of dumb on most games where they do things like that. So he might just go for the pin after he bite him next time, and that can cost you when you have it and you don't take it. I think he got him in the right position now. Tap. That's it. 3-0. Pro Wrestling has 3. They are dominating. TWA, and I'm matching them based on the similarities of the characters. Wow. That's 3-0. All right, guys, we're about to get it in. Now, you guys remember Coco Savage was on TWA Wrestling, right? So on here, I have him with the all black on. Now, he looks way better here than he did on that game, of course. Now, if you remember, he had on like that outfit, but he had no wristbands or like wrist pads or like knee pads. It's just a plain look, you know what I mean? So I said, nah, you know what? Let me add that to him, you know. Let me add that to him. Because it just gives him a more menacing look. You know, it's a better feel. So we're going to put him versus the Giant Panther. And listen, this is the thing. They're on TWA territory. Maybe we'll do it again another time. But in the VWF ring. It's 3-0 for pro wrestling over TWA. Coco Savage. That's a damn good Coco Savage. He looked way better. Look. That looks menacing, man. Look at that. Look at that. Giant Panther. Wow. You are alive now, man. He's I think he was the biggest one on there. Him, and then I think Slender was after him. Yeah, King Slender was a Ric Flair type dude, but big, like really big. Wow, I remember people always doing that Coco Savage, that crazy dive in the ring and outside the ring on top of you. Now look at him. And they need to win bad. It's 3-0. 4 more matches to go. Well, yeah, starting we're here. Ow. I love the sound effect when they chop him in the chest like that. And that soundtrack, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's perfect for the 2 guys in the ring. Oh. Uh-oh, Coco's getting fired up. He's not playing. Giant Panther's a lot bigger, but I know Coco's taking it to him. Y'all think we're gonna get a shutout? I don't know. Coco Savage looks like he knows what he has to do. Just think, man, these games came out like 1984, 85 or something like that. Actually, yeah, I have TWA right here in my on my Switch. And look, this is all I've been playing. I turned my Xbox on today for the first time in like 2 weeks. I've been doing nothing but playing the Switch. And it just felt funny because I said, okay, let me turn it back on. And I played some games of Fight Forever on there. Now it felt weird because on the Switch, the buttons are backwards as opposed to like the Xbox, like where the X button is, it's the Y button and vice versa, the A button and the B button. So it was just like I had to remind myself, okay. Oh, see, look at this. This is what I'm saying. Coco Savage was taking it to him at first, but now Giant Panther's looking like, okay, I felt your best, now let me give you mine. That's a damn good Coco Savage, man. If these people could see this, they'd go, hey, you know what? That's how we should have made him look. Like, yeah, he has the look. It's just he had no. If I take the knee pads and the forearm pads off, you'll see. Like it's just like, he just looks those little things. Oh, this is it. That's it. This is it. You see, and that's just way better than that claw, man. Like, I mean, it's like, okay, it's there. So, look at this. I love this. I love that. That's it. That's 4-0. He's not kicking out of this, even though they do sometimes have that extra reserve. That's 4-0. Pro wrestling is dominating. Wow. They are dominating. Okay. So, let me see. All right, so this is all they have as far as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the TWA guys. So, this is what we'll do. So, this was their top guy, Golden Hulk, which I, definitely, like, really went out my way to really make him look good. All right. So, we're going to do him versus the Great Puma. The Great Puma was the top guy on Pro Wrestling. And it's 4-0 already. Okay. Great Puma versus Golden Hulk. Let's see who takes it. Golden Hulk. Great Puma. Wow. In another case, he's a lot bigger than he's a lot bigger than the Great Puma. Doesn't matter though. Wow. Spiked it. I mean, technically, they only have one more match after this, so it's literally 4-0 right now. So, for VWF Pro Wrestling, they have Starman left, and TWA doesn't have anyone else, so I think I'm going to have to use my guy to go against Starman. I mean, maybe he'll beat Starman. Who knows? Right now, it's a shutout. Oh, nice. Wasn't getting caught. That. Okay, starting to cook now. All right, starting to cook. Oh, moves like that will do it. Okay, he's hulking up now. Is he gonna break the streak, or is Puma gonna say, "Hey, I'm better than you are"? Pro wrestling is supreme over TWA. You know, when they start getting that early momentum, like a lot of time, I mean, you never know. That's the beauty of it. Sometimes it goes that way and then it just shifts, or sometimes it's just a clean sweep. Like, yeah, he looked like he's getting his momentum up. So Puma's gonna have to be defensive and not get caught with moves and shots. Here we go. Just like that, he got the momentum as well. Ouch. Remember, these are the two top. And the Puma could do everybody's move. If you remember in pro wrestling, he had all of their abilities. Here we go. That's just the setup. Golden Hulk doesn't get out of the way of this. Uh-oh. That's it. Nah. That's it. He taps. He taps. That's 5-0 Pro Wrestling. I mean, if they get this last victory, it won't even be redemption, but it will just at least not be a complete clean sweep, because right now they have 0 points. Well, I guess we know who the dominant faction is. Okay, so we have Starman versus Sasquatch Wildman. Now, that's a menacing look right there, but I think I want to put him. Yeah, you have your suit on. Let me put him in his Sasquatch outfit. Now I don't know. Can Sasquatch at least get them on the board? Or is it going to be a complete clean sweep of 6-0? About to see. Starman. Starman starting off. Okay, nice block. Alright. He's confident. He's trying to make quick work of Starman. You're not gonna. Yeah, he's defensive and everything. He's. But you know the smaller guys are winning for some reason. They're just beating everybody. Even if they win this, pro wrestling as a whole wins. But at least they can say, okay, we got one on the board. And the funny thing is, my guy, I'm teaming him with the Great Puma. I don't know, he might be too much for Starman. It's looking like it so far, unless Starman can turn up. He's not even giving him room to breathe. He's on top of him, like, just smart. He's being smart though with his selection of moves. Just as I speak, Starman goes, okay. But he's right back on him. I know he might be too much for Starman. Like Starman hurt me again. Now let's see how fast Starman gets momentum up. Because right now, it's vital that he counters it. See? Oh, yeah. But this is what he's going to need to do. Be first. Uh-oh. And he already has more momentum. I know, y'all. Might end up being 6-0. 6-0. Nice. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Wow, and this is back and forth, but all right. Wow. Again. Again. Wow. I think it's all but over, y'all. I think it's all but over. Now, unless this is a situation. Now, wow. He got him. He got him. He might. Can he kick out? Yeah, he's not completely in danger. We'll see. We'll see. Clean sweep. 6-0. 6-0. No question about it. Pro Wrestling VWF is the superior league. There y'all have it. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I will catch you guys on the next one.